have my colleagues about the UPS store and if it's well positioned to take advantage of 2020 in terms of a lot of people that are working from home might need to send documents. Maybe they don't have a printer, or their printer breaks down. So I just wanted to go into little details about the UPS store franchise in terms of the cost, and if at Vetted Biz we think it's a good opportunity for the right candidate. So at a high level, what is the UPS store? It's basically pack and ship. It's been around for many years now. It was founded in California as Mailboxes Etc. And it was originally founded as Mailboxes Etc. back in 1980. So it's been around for quite some time. There's over 4,700 locations across the United States. In 2018, they only closed 16 locations, which was very positive. You would expect for a system that has over 4,000 locations to have a lot more closures. Now I want to go through a little bit about the franchise cost. How much does it cost to open up a UPS store franchise? So for this, I went through the item 7 of the 2020 franchise disclosure document. Initial franchise fees, $29,000, which is pretty standard. Marketing plan, $7,500. Design fee, center development fee, initial training. These all add up. Site rent and security deposit can fluctuate a lot. It's going to depend on what type of center you have. Generally 800 to 1,800 square feet. And this is the major difference. Leasehold improvements, construction costs, signage, furniture, decor, and items, $13,000 to $280,000. I'll bet the average, $100,000 or so, and it's gonna be $147,000 if it's like just a plain vanilla box where the landlord's just giving you the shell of the store, and you have to build everything out. Sometimes the landlord will, and especially we're seeing this given tenants occupancy is falling across a lot of different markets, but a lot of time the landlord can actually help defray some of those initial costs. But you can see it's going to vary a lot to open up a UPS store franchise. Insurance, $1,000 to $5,000. And you can see here, anywhere from $97,000 to $496,000 to open up a UPS store. But then you also have to consider the additional funds to get the business going for the first 3-month period. It does include payroll costs, but doesn't include draw salary or any living expenses for the franchisee. So the total anywhere from $137,000 to $566,000. If you're investing close to $137,000, $150,000, $80,000, $200,000, pretty much anything less than $200,000. And if you figure that the UPS store is going to make $400,000 in sales, $500,000 in sales, looking at the historic figures, that's around that range, then it could make sense given how much you're able to work in the location. But if you're investing any more than $200,000, and that's going to be the estimated cost to open up a UPS store franchise, I would recommend looking at less capital intensive franchises where you can get a higher return on your invested capital. So, given a situation, say that you're investing $500,000 and the adjusted gross sales are only around $500,000. So say you're profiting 10%, 15%, it could take you, it takes 6 months to open up the business, a full year to open up the business, then start to break even. It could take you 5 to 7 years to recoup your initial capital. However, if you invest $150,000 and you're getting close to that $500,000 gross sales, then you could potentially get your capital back in 2 years, 3 years. So be very mindful if you are looking to invest in a UPS store franchise or a similar type retail products and services franchise. to keep that initial investment, the initial franchise cost low, and to make sure, talk to franchisees that have invested on the lower end of the spectrum to see how their average sales are. From the average sales, it's quite easy to deduce what the net income is or what the owner benefits would be, whether you're going to be a very active owner-operator working 40, 50 hours a week, or more like a semi-absentee working 5, 10 hours a week and having a full-time general manager. So do your homework. If you're going to look to invest in a UPS franchise, make sure you keep your costs low. Talk to franchisees in the UPS system that have invested less than $200,000. Better understand how much they're making in terms of sales as well as net income, and talk to the folks at the UPS corporate to understand what opportunities might be available for you to open up a UPS store franchise. This has been Patrick Findaro, co-founder at Vetted Biz. If you find this video informational, like it, subscribe to our page on YouTube, and type in the comment box if you want to see other franchises. We've already looked at 5,000 franchise disclosure documents, so I'm happy to go through some of our analyst research to share what we found, principally from the 2020 FDD, and for some of them going back to 2019 and beyond. Thanks a lot, and hope you like this video.